Hello students, I hope you all are fine at your home and you are enjoying your studies. Last time we have already discussed about the population density, population distribution, factor affecting the population density. Today I am going to explain you about the overpopulation. As I told many times, again by the name you can easily understand what is the overpopulation. Over it means maximum, or it is more than the enough. It is the over, and population you know will number of peoples. So by this definition we can easily understand that an undesirable condition where the number of existing human population exceeds the carrying capacity of the earth. It means the earth capacity is of 10 peoples. Example, if the capacity of earth is 10 peoples but here there are 12 peoples, so what will happen? Their capacity is exceeds, the capacity of earth is exceeds. This is called the overpopulation. It means when the number of peoples increased, when the number of peoples increased as compared to its capacity, then definitely it is called overpopulation. It does not mean overpopulation. It means the more just like I'm giving you an example here. Just like there are some countries, just like China, India, United States, Indonesia, Brazil, Pakistan, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, Japan. So these all are the overpopulated country. Maybe there is doubt in your mind, is that China is the highest population, then second one it is the India, so that's why it is the overpopulated. It does not mean. Okay, why? Because in last time I explained you about the population density. Do you know what is the population density? Just remember, when there is an area, just like these are the two types of area. Here this is small area, this is the large area. Here there are only 10 peoples and here also there are the 10 peoples. Now you tell me that which is the highly populated or which is the overpopulated. I know you can easily tell that it is the more population or more populated area. Why? Because the as compared to it the area is small. So always remember, the overpopulation does not mean the highest number of people. Just like the China is the highest populated country, but it does not mean it is the first overpopulated country. Don't confuse about it. It is the first for the population, but it is, we cannot say it is first rank. Now there is a overpopulation index also. There are some ranking criteria. It is a measurement criteria, overpopulation index, which is issued by the UN. Okay, so this overpopulated index, it does not have the China or India is the first or second rank on in accordance of the in context of the overpopulation. So always remember that overpopulation means according to area, how many numbers of people. Just like if I'm giving example, the Bangladesh is that much area. Same like that, the another country, if it is similar, that Pakistan just near about similar. But the Bangladesh, if maybe example, I'm just giving the example. If the Bangladesh is having 1,000 people and the in that same area it is having only 500 people, so which is populated country? Obviously this, because these both are the same area, these both are the same, but here it is 1,000 people, here it is only 500 people, so obviously it is overpopulated country. It means in accordance of the area. If the according to area, if according to the capacity of earth the population is more, then it is called overpopulation. I hope it is clear. Okay, so don't misunderstand about that the China is the overpopulated country, or second one it is the India. It is the highest number of peoples, okay, but not overpopulated. Overpopulated means more than the capacity. I hope it is clear. Now we see that causes of overpopulation. Yes, if we understand what is overpopulation, so that's why we have to understand what are the cause, what are the reasons behind it to of that overpopulation. Now first, decline in the death rate. Now you know what is the death rate. In last chapter, in last module I explained you what is the death rate. Death rate, it means the number of people died, number of people died in particular time period, okay, according to the population. Just like 10 people died in accordance to the 1,000 people, so obviously only 10 people died. If the death rate is high, if the death rate is high, so obviously peoples are decreasing. If death rate is less, peoples are increasing. So this impact too much on the overpopulation. If peoples are dying, very few peoples are dying, obviously the population increases. And what are the reasons behind it? Because of the medical facilities, because of the standard living of life, job opportunities, so many reasons. And one more thing I am telling you, this chapter is very common. You don't take tension about this chapter because this is a general topic. Okay. If you remember only these points, by remembering these points, it is very easy to write any answer. Only you have to remember the points and their concept. These are the general things. In daily life we are facing so many things, and we are understanding by news, by discovery channel, or by different means we are understanding this all the problems or all the aspects. Okay, so now death rate, if the death rate is declining, obviously what will happen? Population increasing. Okay, is same like that, the death rate and the birth rate along with it. If the birth rate is increasing, so there are two factors, either declining of death rate we can say that, or increasing of the birth rate. So death rate and birth rate influence the overpopulation. If birth rate increase, definitely population increase, and along with it the death rate decrease, it means the population is increasing. If we just do opposite, if the condition is just opposite, what? The birth rate is very few, it means one person can give only one family give only one child, or give birth to only one child, and the death rate is 2, so obviously the population is decreasing. So I hope you understand, it is the balance of death rate and birth rate. Now see the next one. Next one, it is the better medical facility. As I already told, because of the development of medical facilities, now the death rate is very low. Why? Because earlier we can see that the facilities is not that much. So that's why at that time, when they are having some critical problems, or if they are having some serious diseases, so they cannot be cured. And if the disease is not cured, definitely they will die. And if they will die, so death rate will increase, so definitely population decreases. Okay, and along with the birth rate, many child many child died at the time of birth. Even the mother also died because of the carelessness or the low medical facilities. I hope it is clear. Next one, it is the third one, technological advancement in the fertility treatment. Now, before that, you have to understand what is the fertility treatment. Earlier, the rate of fertility is very less because the science is not that much developed. But nowadays, the test tube baby, I think you have heard, you have studied in biology, test tube babies is started. Okay, then the medicines which is very easily available, which can improve or the fertility rate. So that's why, because of the advancement of technology, the new technologies are developed. That's why the pregnancy is very easy. Pregnancy is very easy, conceiving of baby is very easy, the rate of fertility is very high because of this all advancement of treatment. So definitely the birth rate is increased. I hope it is clear. Next, it is the problem of overpopulation. Yes, if the population is increased, so what are the problems? Now again I am telling to you, this is a general thing. If you just see surrounding you, you can easily get so many answers. And one more thing, whatever the points I am giving, it does not mean you have to write the same. You can guess by your own also, but these are the examples. Okay, if you are thinking about your surroundings, definitely you can get answer very easily, and you have to elaborate their points. Now see, what are the problems? First is the rapid growth of population. Yes, definitely, if birth rate is increased, the overpopulation area is there, so the growth of population is very high. Obviously it is the population. Why? Because the poor are more, and they don't know what is the family planning. Just like the government is giving one slogan na, hum do hamare do, but they don't know what is hum do hamare do. Why? Because they are very poor. They are very poor. And just like think, if one beggar begging 1 rupees, or one by one and 100 rupees they can earn, so they cannot survive. If he will give more children. Just like having been even two examples. Now here are two. Here there are two children in one poor family or beggar. I'm giving example of the beggar. Two children, okay. If they will earn 50 rupees, so they will earn only 100 rupees. And if here they are having five children, if they are having five children and they earn 50, so obviously who much earn more? So that's why beggar are thinking more children. Why? Because if more children are there, they will begging more money. If they are begging more money, obviously they will earn more money. So that's why they think about the business. Okay, so that's why don't give money to the children, otherwise they will make the habit of begging. So I hope it is clear. So rapid population because of the illiteracy, because of the unawareness, because of the they don't know the family planning and what are the importance of family planning. That's why the rapid growth of population. Next one it is the unemployment. What is that? Unemployment. What is the unemployment? It means they are not getting job. They are not getting job. If the people does not have job, definitely they are facing economically problem. If they are not having enough money, they cannot survive properly. Even they cannot sustain their life properly or hygienically, or they cannot get the basic needs. It is the food, house and cloth. Okay, so that's why it is the problem, unemployment. And if just like the jobs, because of the because this is the condition in the undeveloped countries or underdeveloped countries. Okay, why? Because the industrialization is very less. Just like there is one factory is having required 100 workers and the population is 1000, obviously only 100 can get the job. So that's why the 900 people are not getting job. Okay, so that's why they will do the wrong things. In next chapter we will discuss about it, but now you understand what is the unemployment. It means the jobs are less, peoples are high because of the overpopulation, na? So this is the problem of unemployment, because most of the people are unemployed. It means they are not getting the job. Next one, it is the housing and health. Obviously, if they are unemployed, if the population is very high, so the area is less. If the area is less, the property rate is very high. If the property rate is very high, so people cannot easily buy it. So the housing facility is less. Same like that, the health, if they are not having too much money, and if they are not having enough money, if they are not having enough money, definitely they are sustaining very low level life. They cannot get enough medicines or the treatment, and they will die, or they are facing too much diseases, problems. I hope it is clear. So the poor facilities of housing and health, in single word we can say that. So these all are the problems. These are only three. You can write more according to your need. Okay, next one, it is the impact of overpopulation. What are the impacts of overpopulation? First, it is the depletion of natural resources. What are the natural resources? In last module, I also already explained you. In natural resources, just like the coal, water, just like I'm giving example of water. If in a colony, just like in one area, there are 100 houses, so they required water. The water is limited because the river is having enough water, or the from where it is getting the source of water. If the population is increases, now it becomes 150. The water is limited, so what will happen? There are crisis of the resources. So this is the problem of depletion of natural resources, because natural resources are limited, just like coal, petrol, diesel, even the natural the plants. For the need of that, they also cut the trees for the housing purpose, for any different industrialization. What they do? They do the more housing. So what will happen? They required more resources. They required more resources. They are depleting. The resources are depleting too much. So I hope it is clear. Environmental hazards. Environmental hazards, just like I'm giving example. If peoples are required house, so what will happen? They will cut the tree. If they will cut the tree, or the agriculture land, so agriculture land converted into a colony. And if this colony is there, so because of the urbanization, what will happen? The pollution is going on. If the pollution is going on, definitely what will happen? It cause air pollution, water pollution. So it causes the global warming. So I hope it is clear. By this a chain, they require housing or facilities, industries, they will cut plant or the agricultural land they will acquire. Then definitely what will happen, this agricultural land converted into urbanization or the industrial area. This industrial area or the urbanization make the create the pollution, and this pollution cause a imbalance on the earth, and it is also, we can say that, a global warming. So by this way the environmental hazards has been. Okay, next one, it is the unemployment and poverty. Unemployment and poverty I already explained you. If the peoples are more, so it impacts on unemployment, because I already told you there are hundreds jobs, there are 500 people. So what will happen, these required more jobs, so they more 400 people are unemployment. And if there are 400 people are unemployed, definitely they are poor, so poverty is increasing. So that's why it leads, it impact on the unemployment and poverty. It means most of the peoples are getting less job and they become more poor. Health and sanitation, next one, it is the health and sanitation, which I already cleared you. Health facility and sanitation. Sanitation means the cleanliness. If they are poor, they are not having jobs, population is too much high, so obviously their health facilities are very less, they are not getting enough amount of money. So that's why the health facilities they are not getting properly. In sanitation, the house are not clean, they are living in the very just like in Bombay it is called chawl. Okay, in chawl, the in a very small houses they are living more, three, four, five peoples. So there is no sanitation, it means no cleanliness. Okay, so these all are the problems, these all are the impact on the earth or the different aspects. Okay, and the last one, which is very important, it is the imbalance in trade. What is imbalance in trade? Because if the resources are depleted, just like 100 people are there and food grains is available only for the 90 peoples, so what will happen, we required food for the 10 peoples, food for the 10 people. So what will happen, we are getting this food from another country, so we import this food either by China, either by America, either by any other countries. What will happen, so we give money to the that country, so our economy is decreasing, our money is going to another country. For what? For maintaining our population. So definitely the trade is increasing. It means, now understand what is the trade, import and export. Anything, any resources we are importing, either exporting means just like we are producing too much coal, so we are exporting to another country. So what will happen, if we sell these coal in another country, so we are getting money. And if we import some products, just like I'm giving one example, in 1960 there was a crisis of food, that's why after that there is a green revolution was started. So due to this crisis of food, what will happen, we required more grains of food, wheat. So we import this food from USA, and they also giving some such on the conditional basis. Okay, they also put some condition, as well as we have to give money, so our money is expanding in what, for uh, purchasing these food grains. So definitely our economy is decreasing. So these all are the imbalance in the trades. So I hope you have cleared this chapter. Please do remember, always read book and understand that. I hope it is clear. So please do your work properly. Thank you so much.